With Father's Day right around the corner, I thought it would be fun to make some like Father's Day themed kind of artwork that you could use for a card or an email or just clip art or whatever you choose. I'm going to draw mine on my iPad in the app Procreate, but you can certainly just grab a pen and pencil and do it in your sketchbook. So I'm just going to sketch it out first. I'm using the 6B pencil in the sketching category in the Procreate app with just a black color. And the paper I have set up is 8.5 by 11, but you can make whatever size you choose. So I'm just going to sketch out a design first, and then we'll clean it up and color it in and everything. So I saw this one that I thought was really cute, and it has like a sombrero on the top. So we're going to draw that first. And I did kind of have to look up to see like what a sombrero looks like what makes it different than just like any other hat. And I got some ideas by Googling it and looking at the images. So you can always do that. And you can even pull it up next to your app here on your iPad if you just swipe up from the bottom and pull up a Safari screen side by side, and then you can look at your reference image while you're drawing. But I have like kind of an idea now that I looked it up, and it has like a really wide brim, obviously, and kind of like a pointy top that gets rounded, but it's kind of skinny also. And then the bottom just has like some decoration. You could even do like things hanging down if you want, but I'm just gonna try to keep mine simple. And then on the top it has just like a little design too. So I'm just gonna do something like that kind of breaks it up, maybe like a zigzaggy kind of thing. So something like that. And I can clean this up as I go also before I'm coloring anything permanent. I'm just trying to get it like as symmetrical as I can, but I'm not too concerned with that because I also do want it to look hand-drawn. So something like that. And I like to work in layers, so I'm going to make a new layer, and then right underneath I'm going to do my lettering. So for this, I think I'll turn on the drawing guide and put a grid on the screen just so I can draw, so I can write in a straight line. Otherwise it's pretty difficult for me. So something like that, I can use that as a guide. And then I think I'll make it like 2 or 3 squares high. And since it's in a new layer, I can scoot it around and adjust it to get it right in the right spot that I wanted it. I'm going to make a new layer and write the next word. And I can scoot that over to adjust it to get it centered since it's in its own layer. And if you're doing this in your sketchbook, you can always sketch it out and then grab some tracing paper, and then that's how you would be able to adjust these words and stuff to move them around, because you can just trace your sombrero through and then center it, trace your first word and your second word, and get it all lined up that way. Or if you're really good at making guidelines and using a ruler and stuff, then you might not even have to use the tracing paper. Okay, and then we can write dad or daddy. I think I'm gonna do daddy because my kids are little, so that suits them better. Although I guess you can be a grown-up and still call your dad daddy, because that's what my sisters and I do. So it kind of just depends. Okay, and then we'll center that I want that to be like a little bit smaller. Okay, so something like that. And then at the bottom I want to put a mustache. So I think I'll do like the symmetry tool really quick here. Edit our drawing guide, push symmetry, and then just scoot it so that it's gonna mirror it in the center there where you want it. And then you don't have to draw both sides of the mustache, and then you know it is the same on both sides. And you could do the same thing with your tracing paper if you're doing this in a sketchbook, where you would just trace one side, flip the paper over, trace the other side, and then you get your mirrored image there. Okay, so something like that. Okay, so I'm going to turn off all these drawing guides. So I think maybe we can put like some little accents around the word nacho. Like that, and then I could just duplicate that. So we'll do copy and paste, flip it, turn on the magnet, and then just like scoot it so it goes to the other side. Okay, so that's the sketch I'm going to work with, and then we'll work on cleaning it up and getting the nice lines in and adding color. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a nice clean outline. I'm going to use black, and I'm going to use the monoline pen that is in the calligraphy section that comes with the app Procreate. If I was doing this in real life, I would use a Micron pen in one of the thicker sizes, just to give it a nice dark clean border. So since I'm doing it on here, I grouped all of my sketches into a folder. I think I'm just going to flatten down this folder here and then just decrease the opacity so it's not so in your face. I already chose my colors. These are the colors I'm going to use when I'm filling it in. So I went ahead and made a swatch of those so I can easily switch between them. So I'll make a new layer on top of the sketch and then just go ahead and trace through and make all of this nice and clean. So now that we have a nice clean image, let's go ahead and add our color. This should be fairly easy. All we have to do is drop color into each section, or if you're coloring it in on the card directly or whatever, you could use colored pencils like this or markers or whatever. So these are the colors I am going to use for mine. I want to use this really bright, vibrant yellow. So I'm just going to drop it in to the top of the hat and the bottom, and then maybe add some of this blue like here and some orange. Just make it like really vibrant and pretty, and maybe some green there. So that looks really festive. If you want to add more, you could add accents with white or black. Maybe some like dots or something. Maybe I'll put some dots up here. And if you make your monoline brush big enough, all you have to do is tap it on the screen, you get yourself nice dots. Okay, so something like that looks good to me. And then I want to just add a little bit on the lettering. So I'm going to put this back down. I think I had it on 4% for my smaller letters. There we go. And just add like little highlights and stuff. So it's on a clipping mask in a layer above the artwork. I don't want to draw directly on my original, just in case I want to change something or I don't like it. It's a lot easier if it's not drawn directly on. So let's just add a little bit of like shines and like accents and stuff. See, I don't really like these, but it's really easy to go back in and just get rid of them since it's a clipping mask. And if I was doing it with real materials in real life, I would use a white gel pen and add just like a little bit of like white areas and stuff to the lettering. It just makes it more interesting. And I think I'll leave the mustache alone and just add a little bit more up here to the hat. Okay, so I think I'm fairly happy with that. So that's our first design, and what you could do is you could export it as a JPEG if you wanted to use it to print on a card, or you can resize it depending what you made your canvas just to print it out directly. I made mine on 8.5 by 11, so I guess you could print it out like this and just fold the piece of paper over in half to make the card. I'm just going to export mine as a PNG, so I turned off my background and I have just the layers showing that I want to be included in the PNG, and then I can re-import it for a card or use it for different projects like that. So let's do one more design. So for this next design, it's fairly simple. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the add text feature. I need plain text. It's going to say rad like dad, but I'm going to use the text so I don't have to draw the lettering. So first let's type out our words. I'm going to do rad in all caps. Let's do like, and then dad in all caps. And then I can click edit style. This is the Arial font, and then I'm gonna make the whole thing outlined, except for the middle part. Oops. And actually I want that to be in all caps, and I want it to be a little smaller. So I'm just gonna take it down a little bit, and I'm gonna use this as my guide. Just make it a little bit bigger. So I'm going to use this to kind of like trace around and fill in the letters and stuff. And it's a lot easier that way and quicker. So I'm going to tap on the text layer and push rasterize, and now you're able to manipulate it. You can't go back in and edit your wording though. Once you do that, you have to have it exactly the way you want, because it now becomes an image. So I'm going to use these letters to my advantage. What I wanted to do is I wanted to have anything with a white space like this to be completely filled in. So I'm going to fill in the R, and then I want to fill in the A to make it like a triangle, and just completely fill in the D, and the same for dad. So I'll go ahead and use these as a guide and just seal off any edges here. And this is just with that mono 8 pen again. And if you hold your pencil down, it makes a straight line, so it's really easy just to kind of seal it off and make it look nice. So we need to do that for the A down here too. Okay, so something like that, and then we're going to just erase out all this stuff in the center. And it actually doesn't have to be all that neat because we're just going to drop color in there anyway. So I guess technically you don't really have to erase out the middles. I just want to kind of see what it looks like and make sure it's how I was imagining before I go forward. So I've got this set up. I think I do like the way it's laid out and everything. I just want to scoot these closer together. So something like that. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just make these all filled in. And I don't want the final product to be all filled in with black, but for now, that's how I'm gonna set it up, and then I'm gonna fill it in with color in a sec. So these I had to separate them because they were connected, and I didn't want it to be connected like that. So it left me with like a little bit of a weird edge there. So I'm just gonna make that like pointier. Something like that is good. So then all I want to do is make a clipping mask on top of the artwork. And then I'm just going to choose those same colors that I used before. Let's move them out of the way here. And then just fill in these letters with those colors. So let me unclip it first. It's not going to drop in the right way unless there's a border. Like it'll just drop through all of the letters. So just circle it and then drop in the color for each letter that you want. And then you can clip it down. So I'm just going to kind of like circle each letter and drop it in. You could also color over top, but it's much faster to just drop the color in. And when you save them as their own images, then you can use them for all kinds of projects and stuff. Like you could print out as stickers or like t-shirt, like iron-on things, or use it as clip art or in your cards, or even like Instagram stickers. When you save it as a PNG, you can do a lot with it too. So I'm going to clip down my color onto my letters, and I think that looks really cute. So I might make the word like a little smaller, or maybe I'll handwrite it, but this, let's see what it looks like first, like this. I think that's pretty cute. And this is also something that would be fairly easy if you wanted to do a little project with your kids, because they can just draw like basic shapes like the triangle for the A, and cut out the D, and you could glue it onto a card, or they could just draw it, and that would be a pretty fun project to do with them too. So I like that. I'm going to leave it as is. So those are our two projects for Father's Day. If you make these, be sure to share them with me. You can share them if you have Instagram, you can tag me at MyMcDoodles or hashtag MyMcDoodles so I can see your artwork. So let me know what you think. If you like this tutorial, be sure to like it and subscribe so you don't miss future tutorials like this. And this was so much fun to do with you. So I hope you enjoyed it too, and happy Father's Day.